it does catch up.
Yeah, but it ended up a great year. You won the hurling and the football. Again, because a matter of interest, being a dual player at that level, I mean, you played county hurling as well. Which did you really prefer, the hurling or the football, or had you a preference, no?
Only one, hurling. From the time I was a child.
Okay.
Myself and my brother, we put up 2 goal posts at home in Garden when we were about 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Derek, he's in Australia, not too well at the minute. But that's where we started. Hurling was always my number one.
Well, you talk about a brother in Australia. You also lost another brother.
Oh yeah, Paul Robert.
Robert, yeah.
That'd be good to him, like. That evening, Menaldo played football beyond in Dunchocolin, and Eugene Lynch came over to me, and my father was dead 17 months at the time, and I just said to him, I knew there was something wrong, and I said, it's my mother, I said, no, see, it's not Richie, it's Robbie's had to get the heart attack and he's dead. Simple as that.
Well, that must have been an awful blow at that time.
Of course, first thing I thought about was my mother then, so that's the way I like.
Another man that you would have been very familiar with and knew very well, who is also not with us any longer, and that's, I suppose, a Kilmessan Kiltale man, or a Kilmessan Paddy Corley.
Oh yeah, sure, poor Paddy, sure, he was a great addition, like, when he came to Kiltale. Very good hurling coach, coach in Galway, he's very good.
A hardy man.
A hardy man, yeah. Played a bit of the VP team as well, like, you know. Just things didn't work out for him then, and not good to him, that's the way it was.
Well, the District League interfered a little bit as well around this time.
Robert Lord be good to me, used to invite me to play, so I do nothing during the winter, kept me ticking off, you know. So, only played one of the
they were great times. What do you think of the present lot, Richie?
Which
the hurlers?
I know, they're probably going through maybe not. They have to rebuild probably now again. Like, it's like you've had good years and bad years, you know. When you go down, you have to think about it.
But they have been a great group, though. There's no question about it.
Oh yeah, winning 5 in a row, and they're there or thereabouts. Like.
Now, Aidan Crickley is the next man we're going to ask an awkward question to. And Aidan, you will forgive me if I suggest that you would have, well, certainly initially have been better known as a footballer rather than a hurler.
At the time, yeah, probably known as a footballer, but like, I had a look for both games at the time, so yeah, sorry, I had a look for both games, you know, at the time, and as Ricky said, we're only a small parish, so there's only X number of people you can call on to, you know, that luckily we were good at both. And,
did you enjoy both equally?
Sorry?
Did you enjoy both of them equally, or would you prefer the football? Well, would that be an unfair thing to say?
No, I know I'm in Kiltale now, but I probably prefer the football.
Okay.
It'd be number one, but...
You're safe enough in this distance, you're safe enough in this distance.
But, I know, the boys knew, like, where it was coming from, so... but the hurling was always a good distraction from the football as well. It was, you know, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So like it was difficult enough to put the training into both because we had to come to some sort of an arrangement that would suit both people, or both clubs, both teams. But the fact that there were so many people involved in both, it was easy enough, you know.
If memory serves me right, you would have been regarded as, say, football-wise, certainly, you'd have been regarded as a forward, really. Hurling-wise?
Yeah, probably forward. I always relied a lot on my speed and catching ability and all that sort of thing, but probably forward would have been my
your preference,
and getting scores as well, you know. So.
Okay, but I do recall somebody mentioned to me that you put in a man of the match performance in 82 as a defender.
Oh yeah, well, you can put that down to the thanks to the guys in the line. The management decided to. I was playing a half forward all year, and then come the final, they decided to put me back to half back. And I think my motto that day was "Thou shalt not pass." I just cleared everything that came my way. So, but it worked out well in the day, and that was down to Noel Keating and Paddy Kenny and people like that. You know, so. I was delighted, you know, I didn't care where I played, so I got in the team.
Yeah, you're just a god, you enjoyed playing both courts.
Honour to be on the team and to win our first senior.
Yeah.
It was fantastic, you know.
Absolutely. So, any good stories about any of these fellas, like with the were they well behaved and all that, apart from Paddy Kelly, of course?
Oh yeah, Paddy. Jesus, I think everyone in the room could tell a story about Paddy. But no, like Richie here beside me, like he was an next door neighbour of mine. No one might, not many people might know that, but we're next door neighbours at home. And I grew up with Brendan, with Robert and Richie, and like we always played together as a young age. Out in the back garden, whether it's out my back garden or their back garden. But we kind of bonded as two families did back then, and I think that bond helped us in the field as well, because there was a certain type of telepathy that we had, and
well, that probably would have come from messing around with
well, this is it.
playing,
It graduated onto the pitch then as well, and but we had genuine love of the game as well, all four of us, and
wasn't much else to do at that time.
No, that's the other thing.
That's another thing. There were no distractions.
No distractions at all, and football and hurling was our love, and in a small parish like there was nothing else really.
Okay, well look, we'll move on and have a word with Mickey Regan now, and I suppose you had a lot of underage success. Well, yeah, a bit.
Frank, a little bit. A lot of the lads,
You don't want to boast about it.
a lot of the lads that won senior medals with, they won a schools championship
Yeah,
in 72.
that's it. Tell us about it. Yeah.
75 we won the 14 championship. And basically, intermediate 78 senior hurling championship. Really the same men. And the older men of the 82-83 team, Tommy Cummins, TJ Kane, who else am I missing? The Doc was a brave one. But all of these lads would have coached us at underage level. Now, we have to talk about Paddy Kelly Senior, my own father, Billy Delaney, Tommy Kane. These men had a massive input into us, especially in 72 to 75, that era. Which led to what happened.
In 79 you played Kiltane in under 21. Were you on that team that time? Were you under 21 in 79?
Frank,
You went to a replay.
thanks very much for reminding me. I was, yeah. Along with a lot of us here, yeah. Went to a replay, yeah.
Well, TJ Riley refereed it.
I Colleen Helena got in the way of us winning that.
Yeah, I think the brother of mine was sent off in the drawing match.
We should be sent off the two of them.
That's what tonight's all about, Mickey. They're all good memories at this stage for everybody.
Frank, when I walked into the room tonight, seeing people walking in, the memories was phenomenal. I'm living in half now this, what, 30 odd years. 40 years nearly. But my memories of Kiltane hurling, it's unbelievable. Like, you think of your own people first, and my first memory is my father playing hurling with Kiltane. I remember playing against Killeen. I can't remember, it could have been a junior game, and it was a fairly raw game of hurling, I have to say. But little man, but he could give it and take it. But as I says, the Tommy Cumminses, the Tommy Kanes, people, I never hear enough about Tommy Kane. He was brilliant. He used to drive us everywhere. Hurling and football, up to Manalby, everywhere. He was a great man. So we were lucky to be born at the right time, Frank. Probably.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But I think you'd find the same thing like in every club. If you go to Borsmill, you had Pat Lanahan and Tommy Murray. You could go to Killeen, you had the late Kit Mitchell. And those people like really were stalwarts of the communities all over the county, weren't they?
Frank, they're absolutely invaluable. Now, sometimes there might be a little bit of controversy along the way, but in the light of day, when you sit back and think about what these men actually done for our clubs, as you said, every club up and down the country, they're invaluable.
Yeah, and those controversies that we won't go into any of them, but just in talking about them, when you look back at them now, in historically, sure there were little storms and teacups, but everyone was well intentioned.
I tell you, Frank, if every fellas honest when we're growing up, learning the game, learning from Richie, learning from Tommy, learning from TJ Kane, learning from these lads, from what Brendan Kane done for us. There was a little bit of nitty gritty along the way, and every club, if they're being honest, it happens, and we all learn, and we get on with it. And
Well, I mean, our own family back, Boardsmill, Belive, or Killeen, we would have had similar type scenarios. And like, you look back, at the end of the day, everyone was friends. And the same thing is applied here. You know, Paddy Corley, God rest him, Kilmessan, what the hell about it's all history at this stage. Gentlemen, Richie, Mickey and Aidan, thank you very much indeed. A big round of applause for them.